Hello and greetings to the people of the world. This is everyone's not known guitarist Jeffrey Fan here to give you another video on how to piss off the people who live around you. I'm here today on the day after Christmas because I've been blessed with a new toy to screw with people and kill their ears, including my own, by the way, in this tiny room. Here, lying in front of me on the floor, I have a new Fender 68 Custom Deluxe Reverb. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this amp is because everywhere you look on the internet, everybody's scared to turn this amp up, okay? These amps just, you gotta crank them, okay? So I was just gonna go input by input and just talk about it. So I'm in the first input. I'm on input number 1 on the custom channel. Now there are 2 channels on this amp. This is in no way meant to, in no way are you meant to take me as an expert on the product. Read about it yourself if you want that information. But anyway, I'm going to talk about it and what I use it for and how I interpret it. So the way I understand is that the custom channel, which is usually the one on these silver face amps that don't have any kind of reverb on it, the one right there. The way I understand it is that's supposed to be it's the custom channel, because this isn't an exact reissue. So the way I understand it is that that's supposed to be like a Bassman sounding rig, and I'm using a Les Paul because I like humbuckers and Joe Bonamassa, whose signature model this is, by the way. If you want to know what single coils sound like through any amp, or just in general, please check it yourself or consult your local beta male guitar player. Anyway, so I'm just gonna, volume is on 5, treble's on 6, the bass is on 3, and I'm gonna kind of turn it up and see what else it'll do. These amps usually don't break up a lot, but I'll just put the guitar on 5 here. So it's pretty clean. We'll give you the neck pickup on 5 as well. In the middle position, they're both on 5. Whoops. I lied. The BB King sound. Killed any hopes of keeping this video monetized, but who was going to watch it anyway, right? Anyway, so now we're going to do what all the little wussies out there are afraid to do, and that's to break the amp up. So I'm going to put the guitar volume on about 8 for both pickups. I always leave a little headroom at the top. And yeah. If you're properly using an amp, it's going to sound like that, just so you're aware. what the second input is for, by the way. But I'm going to go to that now and basically do the same thing because I'm a freak who just likes to hear himself play. Sounds like a lower output jack. So that's for all of my fellow Gen Zers who think 20 watts is too much. You know, there was a time when 100 watts wasn't enough. I guess people care about their hearing for some reason. Imagine being one of those people. Anyway. Yeah. It's a lower output thing. Anyway, there's a foot switch. I don't have it plugged in because, well, I don't like it. But that allows you to activate the vibrato on the other channel. I'm going to go to the other channel now. This is the vintage channel, so this is, I presume, the same as the 68. Original 68. This is the half of the amp that's actually a reissue. So there's less breakup on it, obviously. You can still play, you know, you can still be like Kossoff on it though, right? My bends were not in tune, so sue me if you want. Apparently we can attack people for anything that's off just a little bit, because nothing's for fun anymore, is it? I'm in a mood right now for various reasons. But yeah, so I do have the tone set a little different on here. The reverb is on 3. Reverb applies to both channels, by the way, I found. Volume, treble, and bass are all at 5. I've turned up the vibrato all the way, but the foot switch is not plugged in, so you're not going to hear it. Frankly, I guess it's tremolo, it's not vibrato, but I kind of hate that anyway, but whatever. 1968 was cool, I suppose, right? Chops if you play with this amp, because even though it's not considered clean right now, you gotta play clean if it's gonna come across as clean. So you know, let's just go to input 2 on the vintage channel. As we've already deduced, it's a lower output jack, the second one is. So trying to piss people off, that is not the channel for that. The channel for you is the first input. But yeah, so we'll just go back to that and just screw around with it some more, right? Now, these amps usually are very clean until you turn them up a lot. So I'm going to turn this volume from 5 up to 8 now and see what kind of breakup really comes out of this thing. heart out. If he ever hears this amp, we talked about how I wanted to airdrop him pictures of it, just to trigger the PTSD. Anyway, I guess I'll put the other channel on 8 as well. I'm going to alter the EQ so that it's the same. On the other channel, at first, I had the treble and bass on 5. I'm going to put them the same as they are on the other channel. So treble's going to 6, the bass is going to 3, all right? The volume on the vintage channel, input 1, is now on 8. So volume's at 8, treble's at 6, bass at 3, reverb at 3. I'm going to turn the reverb up a little more, actually, like 4. But yeah. That's a lot of fun. Maybe I'd back the reverb off a little more. But that's basically what the amp sounds like if them both set to 8. Now, just for the fun of it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this into my 112 Blues Deluxe, which I have right here, as you can tell. So, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to put this amp first. Hope nothing blows up. Let's see, is there a jack here? Yes, external speaker. This will go from that into the input on the Blues Deluxe. Or maybe not. It doesn't like that. Alright, let's go from the Blues Deluxe. Go from the Blues Deluxe to this. I'll put the volume back down to 5. As you can tell, it's whistling. Alright, so we're going from the Blues Deluxe into the Deluxe Reverb first. Just to see what this sounds like. Perfectly appropriate sound. I don't see anything wrong with it, right? So what if it's too loud? Who cares? So, well, you know, that's basically what it sounds like. There's really no purpose to listening to me do this, unless some twisted person enjoys it. You really have to try it for yourself if you want to know what it sounds like. But, you know, other than that, everybody who's afraid to turn the amp up on YouTube, that's how you properly use the amp. So, with this information, please have fun, irritate your neighbors, melt your face off and maybe the faces of others. It's not a big deal. You don't need a face anyway, especially if you got one like me. You know, just like Abe Lincoln said, people called him Two-Faced. If he really had two faces, do you think he would wear the one he had? Same goes for me. But yeah, just enjoy that, and if you get this amp, put it on 8. My recommended settings are just play through input 1 on the custom channel. Set it to 8, 6, and 3. And play humbuckers. Don't play single coils because, well, you can play single coils, but if you really want to make noise, use some humbuckers. Grab a Les Paul or something, but yeah. So this has been Jeff Crusan Pisses His Neighbors Off with a Fender Deluxe Reverb. Yeah.